Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at Warriors Into the Wild, Chapter 2. And this chapter starts with
I found this on the web for We're Looking Out Warriors Into the Wild Chapter 2.
Sorry, Siri. This chapter starts with Rusty still kind of held down with Blue Star and Tiger Claw, or no, Lionheart, looking at him, and Rusty feeling like, man, I'm gonna die, they're gonna eat me. But Blue Star tells him, you can't hunt in our area, there's no food for everyone, and you go to your two-leg home and you have all the food you can ever want. And so when you come out here, eating our food is like selfish, pretty much. And Rusty never thought of it like that. And so he's sitting there, and at first he's like, well, I'm not any threat. Like, eating one mouse, that's not a big deal. I don't want to hurt you guys. But when Blue Star explains this to Rusty, he kind of sits up and he's like, I'm sorry. Wow, I never thought of it like that. Oh my goodness, I'm never gonna hunt here again. Like, I'm really sorry. And when Rusty says, Blue Star kind of sits back and she's like, Lionheart, this cat is weird. Like, this guy, he's different. And Lionheart kind of, And Blue Star says, you know what? Why don't you join ThunderClan? Rusty, what? He doesn't even know what he's hearing. She's like, why don't you join us? And it'll be tough, it'll be hard, but you'll also be free. And we'll show you what it's like to be a real cat. And Rusty doesn't even know what to think about. He's just like, oh my goodness, this is the chance of a lifetime. This is everything I've been dreaming of. But I have to give up my comfortable life. What do I do? When Blue Star offers Rusty this deal, Graypaw's like, what? He doesn't have warrior blood. How can he be a warrior? And Blue Star thinks, warrior blood. Too much of it has been spilt already. And Lionheart says, we can't guarantee that you'll be a warrior, but we can offer you training. And if you pass, then you can be part of the clan and part of the warriors. This is a big deal. And Rusty can't really answer. It's like his mind is like, what's going on? He's gone out into the woods for the first time, had his first fight, almost caught his first mouse, almost died to his first cat attack with Blue Star and Lionheart. And now he's getting this crazy offer of everything he ever dreamed about. And he can't really reply. And Blue Star and Lionheart are like, okay, well, we're going to leave because it doesn't look like you can say anything. And Rusty says, wait, can I tell you later? Can I think about it? And Blue Star says, Lionheart will come back here tomorrow when the sun is high, so I'm guessing around noon, and you can give him your answer then. And then they take off into the wild. Oh, and Rusty's excited. Well, let's look at some vocabulary. The first one is hissed. That's kind of like a snake sound. And Blue Star hisses something like, you are a threat. Right? Just kind of a letting the air come out of your mouth while she's talking. Yowled. We might have had this one last week, but this is just kind of a cat sound. Right? Just a heavy one. Not a nice meow, but a loud, strong cat sound. And one of them, this is the way they're talking, hissing and yowling. Hackles. This is kind of the part of a cat leg. I recommend you kind of Google search it and look at that picture to give you a better idea of where that is on the cat's leg. Compete is like fight or have a contest or challenge each other. Paw in each world. So this is saying that Rusty can't live in the wild and he can't live in the two-leg home. He has to choose which one he lives in. And so we have used this expression like a leg in each world. So I think about my daughter. Okay, my daughter is half Korean and she's half mixed American. And so she actually lives in two cultures, right? Her mom is 100% Korean and I'm 100% American, although I've lived in Korea for many years and I can understand that a little bit. But my daughter, she has two legs, one in each world. Does that make sense? And Rusty has to choose which world he picks. And I think the last one here on this page is cutter. Now this one, I'm not going to actually define. I would encourage you to write your comments into the YouTube comments what you think this is. But this connects with my discussion question. Blue Star tells Rusty, you haven't been to the cutter yet. You are still a Tom. And so you're still free. And Rusty's like, well, cutter, what are you talking about? What is that? And he thinks about the other cat that went to the vet and now he's fat and lazy. Maybe that has something to do with the cutter? He doesn't know. But my discussion question we'll see here connects to that word. So I'm not going to define it. You have to guess the answer. And the last one here, tantalizing, is like, think of something you really want. And it's like your mouth starts to water. And it doesn't have to be food, okay? It can be like a new game or a new car, right? It can be something that you really want, and maybe it doesn't make your mouth water, but you can feel this, I want this. I can see it, and it's easiest to think about it with food, like when you're really hungry and you see something delicious and you're, tantalizing. And when Blue Star offers, do you want to join ThunderClan? Rusty wants it so bad. One last vocabulary word here, canopy. A canopy is like an umbrella, like a covering, like a tent. And so if you imagine the cats going into the forest and the bushes and the leaves kind of offering a fence or a wall or a tent or an umbrella, or a canopy covering covering the way to see what's underneath there. That leaves us to our discussion question. Who is the cutter? What is a cutter? What do you think the cutter means for the cats? And I think it's really interesting the way that they talk about the world. It's so cool. Of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.